So I am tired of being half gay.
Sure.
I know what you're saying, sir. This guy I got on stage, he's too good looking to be straight. I know. I see it. And you're half right. I am half gay. My father was gay. Yeah, it's dead serious. It was shocking. You know who was really shocked? My mother. Because after 20 years of like plucking, shaving, nailing, epilating the hair on her legs, she found out that he liked them hairy.
White people? Any white people here? For ya. But I'm serious, I love white people. Y'all do shit we can't do. You notice that? Woo! Any fucking place you go. You notice that though, right? White people, they can go to a basketball game, woo! Football game, woo! Publix, woo! Don't get me wrong, Publix is the greatest place to ever be, people. You ever walk in a Publix, you feel like you're somebody. You notice that shit, the doors are open, it's like... You notice there's no crying babies in Publix? You ever notice that shit? Like, it's a greeter that comes out of nowhere. Take that shit to Walmart. We don't do that shit here. Take that shit to Walmart. And I figured it out why they don't have crying babies there. Because they will feed your kids. If you go in there with a crying baby, somebody will give your kid a cookie. I have no kids. But every Monday I go in there with my niece. Go get me a cookie. She come back, now go get yourself a cookie. Don't fucking judge me, people. It's free food. And it's crazy, because I always want to be the first black guy to walk into Publix and woo, but I know how that shit gonna end up. Imagine my black ass going and woo. Like, woo! Negro went crazy aisle 3. Negro went crazy aisle 3. And I don't know if they're really talking about me, so I'm like, stop moving in aisle 3, we see you.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm excited because this is the most productive thing I've done all day. I woke up at 4 p.m. Give it up for me. I made it out. Yeah. I'm lazy. I don't feel bad about being lazy though, because I know I'm not the only one. Like, I know I'm not the only person here who's ever clicked on the link to an article online, seen how long it was, and gone, nope. Natural disaster kills thousands. What is that about? Page 1 of 3, fuck that. I don't care that much. I'd rather be on Facebook.
So who here likes hip-hop? Do we have any hip-hop fans? With the one black dude. Alright, that's cool. That's a way to mix things up, kid. I like hip-hop, but there's certain things about hip-hop that I don't like. Like, I don't like when rappers will make it rain. For those of you who don't know, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm picking on you too. You, right here. You don't know. I can tell. Making it rain is when a rapper will go into a club and throw free money on the douchebags in that club or the prostitutes he's trying to sleep with. Now, I don't like making it rain because rappers never make it rain somewhere where it's really necessary, you know what I mean? You know, no one's throwing up free money in a Walmart aisle. That's all I'm saying. I've never been on Paramore or seeing it rain on Impos. Like, you never see Akon flying over to Africa and making it rain on starving orphans. Honestly, you could just take out a bottle of water and give it to them. Make it actually rain. It'd be just as exciting.
First of all, before I do joke number 1, I'd like to give a special shout out to Mother Nature for finally turning the sun off for a little while. Because it was hot as devil's balls outside today, wasn't it? Oh my God, I'm serious. The weatherman said it was hot and muggy, and now I understand why they call it hot and muggy. Because as soon as I walked outside, the sun just grabbed me by the throat. It's like, get over there and sweat, boy. You sweat, boy. You sweat like a pig, boy. Who's the bitch? Who's my bitch? Now, I know it gets hotter than this, but this wasn't like regular Florida heat today. You gotta admit, this is some old school slavery kind of heat today, man. I mean, I went out to check my mail. I had the strong urge to start picking cotton. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm looking for my cable bill. I came back with a t-shirt and a couple pairs of socks. You know what I like to say hello from my father. I know y'all don't know his ass, but I promised him I'd say hello next time I got on stage. So fuck it, hello, I did what I was supposed to do. Happy Father's Day. No. And let me tell you about my father, man. Make sure you treat your fathers right. Like, my dad is like a straight up Southern black man. You know, strong-willed man, but he's cheap as shit. Like, you know, I like the dude and all, but he's like one of these dudes that not only does he not want to spend money on stuff, but he thinks that anything you can buy in the store, he can build that same thing at home for cheaper. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to get him to get a new cell phone, right? So, because he still has his first cell phone. Now, when I say first cell phone, I'm not talking about like the first flip phone or the first BlackBerry. I'm talking about that big-ass Miami Vice cell phone. You know what I'm talking about, with the CB radio antenna. You know what the hell I'm talking about? So I'm trying to get him to get a new phone. This man goes and pulls out the advertisement from the paper. He's like, look at this, boy. These phones cost $200. These fools expect you to spend $200 of my hard-earned money for a new phone. But hell, I can go down to Home Depot and build a new phone for $20. I went over the house a couple days after that. This man is walking around with one of those old school rotary dial phones with a shoulder strap. Like, look at that, boy, what did I tell you? He turns around to the other side. He's got the computer keyboard from the house hanging off the other shoulder. I'm like, okay, Pop, now what's the keyboard for? Like, that's text messaging. Oh, get ready. He turned the keyboard upside down. On the bottom of the keyboard, this man has a telephone book with a Polaroid picture of himself on it. I'm like, okay, now, Pop, now why the hell did you glue your picture to the front of the telephone book? Like, you don't know nothing, do you, boy? That's Facebook.
So now I have a lot of time to like watch game shows. Anyone here watch game shows? Okay, one person, cool. Two people, yes, game show people. I love like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's so fucking awesome because that'd be nice. But I think they should have like more realistic game shows, like Who Wants $100 and a warm place to sleep at night? Me, pick me. That's the game show I want to compete in. Yeah, it's really awkward. Alright, you know what's really awkward? You know what the most awkward moment is? The most awkward moment is when you get into a band and there's no candy.
But, there's this guy in the porn industry, his name's Peter North. Have you heard of this guy? Yeah! So people know. For those of you who don't know who Peter North is, he's basically famous for the amount of ejaculate that his body produces. To give you a picture of what he does, did you guys see The Exorcist? You know the girl who starts throwing up and it's going everywhere? It's like that. Like at the end of Ghostbusters 2, the Statue of Liberty is pretty much what all those girls look like. He slimed me. Good stuff. He's got pills on the market. Did you know that? I think about taking them too, but I'm always worried. Because like if I start taking that stuff, that extra stuff has to come from somewhere, right? I'm always worried that I'm going to be ejaculating away my intestinal tract. Come see me on fuckedupfacials.com. Remember, if there's no blood in the semen, it's not Chris Green. Yeah. I'll probably start auditioning for porn when I'm in my 60s, and I'm like about to give up on my dreams. You just imagine like walking into like, you know, porn places to audition. Like, hey, what's going on? Line them bitches up, Grandpa Tony. I'll fuck everybody. Skinny girls, fat girls, girls that climb on rocks, dumb girls, silly girls, even girls with chicken pox. And one guy. Just to get it out of my system.
A little bit about myself. I'm originally from Fargo, North Dakota, which, for those of you who don't know anything about Fargo, which is all of you, our state slogan is actually pretty similar to Las Vegas is, which everyone knows what that is. You know, what happens here stays here. Ours is exactly the same, it's just a little bit shorter. It's North Dakota, what happens here? No, it was very clever. No, I am from there though, that's true. I moved here about 3 years ago, and moving from North Dakota was kind of like time traveling from the 1800s. You know, I was like, whoa, so many things are different. Black people can vote, when did that happen? Just kidding. Black people can vote in North Dakota. There just aren't any there.
Alright, so we're going to have to do these two right here. Now, just clap for the one you really like. And no comedians clap. I'm watching you, fellas. Alright, who should we go first? We'll have to go with Quentin first. Quentin Green, everybody! Clap it up! Alright, Chris Green! Honestly, it's a fucking tie. I'm going with a tie. Congratulations, you're both going to the finals.